What's up, my loves? Welcome back to my channel. My name is JACQUE-BELLE. If you're new here, so today your girl is back with another review. I'm gonna be reviewing two great products from NYX. Oh my gosh, I'm super excited about that. So I'm gonna be reviewing the NYX Total Control Pro Drop Foundation, and I got the shade Almond. And I'm also going to be reviewing the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Concealer, and it says it is a 24-hour matte finish concealer. So we're gonna find out about that. And for the foundation, y'all, it's not a new product. NYX foundation has been existing for a while, but this is just the reformulated version of their foundation. So when I found out that they're having a reformulated version, I said to myself, oops, I'm gonna try that and share my thoughts with you all. So guys, if you're interested, keep watching. But before we do all of that, if you haven't joined the family yet, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. And also hit the bell, that way you never miss another video from me again. So guys, I already primed my face. So what I'm gonna do is use this poreless putty primer from e.l.f. to blur my pores a little bit. I'm just gonna use it only on my cheeks, around my cheek area, just so my pore can appear less visible. So that's all. All right, this is what the foundation looks like. It comes in a little box like this, and it says this foundation is long lasting. It is lightweight. It has a sheer to medium coverage. Now, I don't do sheer foundations, or I don't do foundations with just sheer coverage, because sheer coverage simply means it just gives a glow to your face, but it doesn't hide anything as far as discoloration goes. So just in case you're going to purchase a foundation and it says sheer coverage, and you know you want to hide something, or you have too many dark spots, do not go for it, because sheer coverage just like add some glow to your complexion. And this foundation is supposed to give you a demi matte finish, like not a full matte finish, but like a semi matte finish. And y'all know, guys, I'm obsessed with matte finish products, so I'm gonna try this. And then it said it has a glass dropper. That's another good thing about the foundation, because the glass drop can help you control the amount you have on your skin. And I got the shade Almond. So that's what it looks like. Now, if you guys can see, yeah, but that's what it looks like. And that's the dropper right there. Oh my gosh, it is super lightweight. And lightweight foundations are not bad, they're great because it's easy to blend. So I just did 2 drops at the back of my hand. See how, like watery it is? It is super lightweight, y'all. So yeah, I feel like it's gonna be super light for my skin, so I can blend it, but let's see. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be. So to be on the safe side, I'm just gonna have this other one, but I'm gonna do this on one side and see the lightness. And if it's too light, I'm gonna go in with another. Yeah, it's gonna be. You see how it's just easy to blend it? Because it's like super lightweight. That's what I like about lightweight foundations, because they don't give you too much trouble when it's time to blend it. So I just added a little bit of this foundation is from Maybelline Fit Me. Yes, and it is a 355 coconut. So I just blended these two foundations just because the NYX one was a little too white for my skin tone. So but other than that, with the way I'm seeing the foundation, it's gonna be a great product. So you guys, look at my face with this foundation. The only thing about this foundation, which is maybe my fault, I mean, I didn't get the right shade, so it looks a little bit too white for my skin. But other than that, I mean, it's a great product. It's super easy to blend, y'all. And then it's really like a matte finish. It's not a semi matte finish because my face is looking, it's not looking greasy or shiny at all. So I'm not done yet, but I'm already reviewing it because I see that the product is great. So I'm gonna move on to my concealer real quick. See, but I'm already excited about the foundation. So I'm gonna use the foundation, the concealer, the NYX Won't Stop concealer, and the shade I got was True Beige. If I use this right now because it's too white, I mean, you guys are not, I mean, my face is gonna be super white and I don't want that. You see that? I mean, I can use it, but I'm not gonna use it today. But what I'm gonna do is to use this to give my face a little light. You know what I mean, light. I want my concealer to be a little brighter. So I'm gonna use my 16-hour Camo concealer from e.l.f. to highlight, and I'm using the shade Deep Cinnamon. So I'm gonna show you all what I'll do with it. What I'm gonna use this NYX concealer to do today with. It's not like I'm never gonna use it. I will, but I'd rather use it on a foundation that's true to my skin, like a foundation that's really my skin tone. Now this concealer is great, but because of the way I like my highlight, it's not really too light. So I'm gonna use the NYX right now to just like give it a little light. So I'm not using a whole lot. I'm just gonna do a little bit like right there and then blend it. So that's my whole face with both concealers. Just because I didn't want my face to be super white, that's why I went ahead and blended those two concealers. So right now I'm just setting this concealer in place with my loose setting powder from Fenty Beauty, and the shade is Banana. I mean, no, sorry, Honey. Now that this is done, I'm gonna use my face powder, and I'm using this mattifying face powder from NYX to set my foundation in place. So I always do this. This just helps your makeup last longer, decrease shine, especially if you use mattifying powders like this one. It's gonna make your makeup look great. So I'm just using this powder all over my face, but mostly on the areas where I did not highlight with my concealer. Now I'm gonna move on to my contour. And for my contour today, I'm gonna be using a contour from my palette. This palette is a 3-in-1. It has a contour, a blush, and a highlight from MAC. So I'm gonna go in with this deep contour to contour my face. And I think I want to use a brush, a beauty blender to do this today. And I'm gonna use a smaller brush to contour my nose. So because this contour that I use is a creamy product, it's a creamy contour. And you all know I always like to go in with powder products after I use like liquid or creamy product, just because the powder helps to lock up those creamy products so they're not gonna be transferable to any other part of your face that you don't want. So because I just use a creamy contour, I am gonna use a powder contour to just lock that up, or better still, set the creamy contour in place. So I'm using this NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Mattifying Pressed Powder, but this shade was the shade deep and it's too dark for my skin for a pressed powder. So I'm gonna use this as a contour, or better still, powder contour to just set that contour in place. And also just make the creamy contour a little matte, since this is a mattifying product. So always try to use powder on top of cream or liquid products. So right now I'm just gonna move in with my blush to give my cheek a little color. So today for my blush, I'm using a blush from this palette from Sephora. This palette too is 4-in-1. It has 2 blushes, it has a highlight, and it has a powder. So I'm gonna use this top blush today for my cheeks. So right now I'm gonna move on to my highlight, and I'm gonna be using this highlight from Wet n Wild. Is an illuminating loose highlighting powder to highlight my face. And with this highlighting powders, you don't want to do too much because it is super pigmented. I mean, not color wise, but brightness wise. So you don't want to do too much. So I always take this brush and then I try to top up the excess. That way my face is not. See, I just did a little bit on one side and it is already that pigmented. So this is one of those highlighting powders that you want to be careful how you use them because it's too So that's it for my highlight, and I'm gonna do a reverse contour today. And I'm gonna let it set for a little bit and then blend it. And I'm gonna give my highlight a little more light. If you watch my previous video, and I'm using my loose finishing powder from Maybelline Fit Me. I just want my highlight to appear a little lighter. And you can skip this. So I'm just gonna let it sit for a little bit and then use a brush to just blend it in. So I'm using the same brush that I used to just blend out that loose powder that I used. So that's that. Now I'm gonna use the compact finishing powder all over my face to just set my whole makeup in place before I go in with my setting spray. So now I'm using a powder brush, and I'm using this finishing powder all over my face to set my whole makeup in place, make it look nice and pretty and smooth. So now it's time to use my setting spray. So I'm using my Skindanivia makeup finishing spray to set my whole face in place. My face is looking nice and pretty. I'm gonna move on to my eyes, and I'm using my big gigantic eyeshadow palette from BEBE. I'm gonna use my blending brush, and I'm going with this deep orange color on my crease and my outer V area. So next, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my eyeshadow base primer, kind of like create a semi cut crease, but it's not really a cut crease. But I just want to use my eyeshadow base primer, and I'm using this from NYX. And I'm using a flat brush to just work my way into my inner eyelid. And I'm not taking it all the way. I'm just using it at the center where I didn't use the orange shade. So next, I'm gonna use my shader brush, the other end of my blending brush, pick up some eyeshadow, and I'm gonna use this white shade on top of the eyeshadow base primer. And I'm just packing that on top of the eyeshadow base primer. Next, I'm gonna use another shader brush, pick up this color, and then pat it on top of the white. Today we're doing a lot. on the eye. So next I'm gonna use the same blending brush that I use for my outer crease. Blend the two colors in between. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up a little glitter. Just so my eyes can glitter a little bit. I'm not doing too much with the glitter. So that's it for the eyes, and I'm gonna do my eyeliner. And I'm using this waterproof eyeliner from Wet n Wild. That's it for my eyeliner, and now I'm gonna move on to my lashes. So now I'm gonna use some mascara to blend the false lashes to my natural lashes. That way it looks a little more natural. And I'm gonna do my bottom lashes as well. So now for my lips, I'm gonna use my liquid lipstick from BEBE. And this is like a lip gloss. So I'm gonna do a lip liner. See that? It's cute with a lip liner. Alright guys, so this is the final look of this tutorial. Honestly, this foundation and the concealer, they are great products. Except for the fact that I didn't choose the right shade. So I felt like if I would have gone like one shade ahead of this Almond, then it would have been the perfect shade for my skin tone. Other than that, this foundation is great because it's lightweight and it's very super easy to blend. So this foundation is good, easy to blend, and then it gives me a matte finish. Same thing with their concealer. This is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer, and I got the shade True Beige. So you all, I hope this video was helpful. If it was and if you enjoyed it, do not forget to leave your girl. Remember to give your girl a massive thumbs up, and also hit that bell. That way you'll never miss another upload from me again. Thank you guys so much for always stopping by, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye bye.